BeatEmUps shared his thoughts regarding the whole Tomodachi Life non-binary controversy, and so did a few other well-known Nintendo YouTubers. So I'm going to be taking a look at what they said, and I'm going to be forcing reality down some of your throats in this video, and that's whether you like it or not. I would much rather keep politics out of my videos. However, I am a Nintendo YouTuber primarily, and if I see them going in a direction that I think is dangerous, I don't have a choice but to say something. So let's start it off with what BeatEmUps had to say. He said this during a podcast with someone, so let's check it out.
Tomodachi Life, but I don't really care about it because
but what is just real quickly TLDR?
It's literally just that they have male, female, non-binary options.
So the video starts off with BeatEmUps being asked about the controversy. He says he didn't comment on it earlier because he didn't really care, but then he goes on and says that the controversy really just boils down to people not liking the male, female, non-binary gender options. It's not just the fact that non-binary is an option. Non-binary, when it comes to human gender and sex, is something that does not exist. It's not real. There is no such thing as a non-binary person. It doesn't matter how loudly you scream that you are non-binary. The fact is that you're not. You are either a man or a woman, a boy or a girl. There is no in-between, and there is no switching from one to the other. The term non-binary, as it relates to gender, is totally inseparable from far-left politics. So by including this term as a gender option in this game, and I remind you that this game is for little kids, and so by including this far-left idea where you can somehow exist as a human that is not a man or a woman, or who is somehow both, you're imprinting this false idea into the minds of little kids who don't know any better. Nintendo is as well aligning with this ideology by doing this. That's what's actually going on. So to just say that the controversy just boils down to, oh, they just don't like non-binary, that just leaves out the things that actually matter. He then also says this.
It's just what year are we in?
And what year are we in? We're in the year 2026, BeatEmUps, but no matter what year it is, biological realities are never ever gonna change. In the year 2026 BC, there were only two genders and non-binary did not exist. 4,052 years later, in the year 2026 AD, it is still in fact the case that there are only two genders and non-binary still does not exist.
I'm just gonna give you a little spoiler really quickly on life, is that gay people exist.
Yes.
Right.
Nice.
Some people don't know, but they've been around for a while. So
yeah, gay people do exist. So what? That doesn't mean that it needs to be included in a game that's for little kids. But you know what? I'm willing to just let this one go. It's whatever. I don't like it being in a game that's meant for kids, but I'm more bothered by the inclusion of non-binary because of its inherent political implications. Unlike gay people, non-binary people do not exist. When I say that non-binary people don't exist, obviously I'm talking about the biological aspect. The concept of non-binary people does exist. So there are people out there who think of themselves as non-binary, but in reality, they're either males or females, and that's it. People like to argue and say that intersex people are non-binary, and to that I say, no. Intersex is a condition whereby an individual is born with both male and female genitalia. That's all that it is. It's a birth defect. It doesn't mean anything is necessarily wrong with them. There's really no difference between that and someone who's born with 11 fingers instead of 10. The difference is the person born with 11 fingers does not have an army of internet coomers and nobodies trying to create an entirely new gender designation for them. An intersex person also always, for lack of a better term, identifies with their strongest biological features. Intersex people are not transgender and they're not non-binary. They're simply people who were born with an extremely rare condition. Well, I need to go to sleep. So with all that said, hit the like button to support the channel. Leave a comment down below. I'm SwitchPlayed. Done.